So my trainer was a great missionary, and I feel absolutely like God put us together at the beginning of my mission, and I learned a lot from him. I remember going around, though, he had a lot of faith in setting high goals and then just really trying to meet those goals, just working as hard as we could. And it was hard. It was really hard for the first little while to find people to teach. And I remember a lot of walking, a lot of knocking, a lot of contacting for the first month and a half or so of my mission until, one night we finally decided, this knocking and contacting isn't as effective as we were hoping, so let's try going through the ward list. And there were a lot of part member families or inactive people that we could go try to meet up with and see if we could help them. And so we were going through the ward list, which badly needed updating, and the numbers of the houses were very often they were just out of order, and it was hard to find an address. And so I remember one night we were looking for a sister that was in our ward, and we were kind of wandering around this little neighborhood trying to find her house. And I think we took a turn down the wrong street looking for her. And this was late at night. The schedule in our mission was a little bit later. And so our mission president had set it probably I think it was an hour later than the usual mission schedule. And so we were out till 10, I think, and we were just looking for this house. We went down the wrong street, and we heard somebody yelling behind us, just saying, "Eldres, misioneros!" And we turned around, and it was an 18-year-old girl, and I thought, I don't know, we probably shouldn't go over there. But she had a bunch of people around her, and she kept calling us out and telling us to go over and talk to them. And so we said, why not? Who knows what will happen? So we went back and talked to her, and she introduced us to her whole family. She lived there with her mother and her brother, and then her aunt and some cousins. Big family living there. And she kind of explained to us that she had been meeting with the missionaries before, probably 2 years before. And she was planning on getting baptized, but something happened, and the missionaries stopped going to her house or something, and for whatever reason, she never ended up getting baptized, and she stopped going to church, and that's how she was when we talked to her. And so she said, yeah, can you come by and talk to my family? And after walking around and knocking for a month and a half, and not really having many people to teach, we were like, yes, of course, we'll come by tomorrow, first thing. And so we started working with her and her family, and that was really my first experience with just kind of experiencing the process of conversion with someone. And she ended up getting baptized along with her brother and her cousin, and her mom was already a member, and so she came back to church. And just miracle after miracle that we saw with this family and their progress, and just it was great to see a message of hope come to them. And that was the first person that I saw get baptized on my mission, and I'm still in contact with her. And right now she has her mission call, and so she's planning on serving mission. And it's really awesome to be able to see the miracles that the Lord can do in the lives of those people, and also through just little 19-year-old kids that he calls to to go out and find people to teach and share his message. And so that for me was kind of the first big miracle that I saw on my mission. We found this girl, she found us, this girl and her family, they found us. And it ended up being just a complete 180 for them, for their family, and a really good experience for all of us.